Boom! Gabe the Great, back again, man. I hope you guys feeling good, man. I hope you guys are feeling great. Listen, I'm feeling good. I was just telling somebody, the more active I get, the more faith I get. The more I start to believe, the more I feel like, all right, we got this. We locked in. We can get this. So I want to encourage you guys, don't just consume content. Get offline. Get active. And being active can be as simple as just like doing something nice for an elderly person, or doing something nice for volunteering somewhere. Like, it doesn't have to be this grand big thing. This is very important, right? But today, what I want to talk about, I got this idea that I've really been chewing on that I think is very important. And the idea is this: is that when you guys are looking for leaders to identify, because one thing that I've come to the conclusion, I don't know if our next leader is going to be able to come from our politicians, because our politicians are too disconnected from the rest of us, right? Most of our politicians are in it for themselves. And so when we are looking for how to save our country, we need to find leaders with pride and who aren't looking for power. You want a prideful leader. You want a leader who is doing it for the pride of it, right? Like, I tell people all the time, the reason why I sued my daughter's school district for $564 million is off the principle of the shit. You do not get to abuse special needs children, taxpayer special needs children, with their tax-paying dollars and not get consequences for that shit. But that's the type of society we live in. We live in a society where a school district feels very, very comfortable abusing special needs children, and that they're going to get away with it. And so when I went in there in a federal court and wrote a 106-page complaint for $564 million, right? To this day, everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy. To this day, I don't think anybody thinks that I'm serious about it. But the reason why I'm serious about it is because it's a pride issue. My daughter is my legacy. My daughter is literally me. So when you abuse my daughter, you are abusing me. For me to just take, a 4-figure, 5-figure settlement and go on about my day, or to not defend myself in any way, shape, or form, it's a pride issue. And we need politicians on both the local and national level who are into politics for pride, not for power. And so this is the problem that we have right now. We're having a hard time identifying who are the leaders who want to lead for pride and not for power. Because we got to give somebody power. We don't have a choice. We need to give them our money. We need to give them our attention. We the people need to consolidate power behind a unified leader. That's what we need to do. And we don't believe in the Democrats. And whether you guys like it or not, Donald Trump is going to wear down his base. He's going to wear down his base because he's in it for himself. And he's got the judicial branch. He's got the Congress. I'm telling you guys, if he gets the military, I was just talking with somebody, I don't think this next civil war is going to be a physical one, because it's not to America's advantage to attack its own people, right? The first Civil War, when it happened, the military was way more localized. So the South could unify all their local militias, right? So the South could unify all those local militias to form their southern military. It's not like that now. The military is way more organized and it's way more structured. So the next, y'all are afraid of the Civil War. I genuinely don't believe you need to be afraid of a Civil War. A police state, we've been in a police state. We're the only country in the world that has these type of issues with their police killing American citizens, right? The problem with right now is people aren't waking up, because this is how the country's designed. It's not designed for people to wake up, okay? But when we are looking for leaders, we need to look for people who want to lead for pride, right? You do want a confident almost arrogant leader. You do want an authoritative leader. You do want someone who's stepping up and saying, this is what we need to do. And they're doing so not based off of, I just want to amass power and I want to do this, but off of pride of an ideal, off of pride of their country, for pride of their family. We want to find leaders who are prideful. And I know that is the antithesis of what our Christian values tell you us in America. But again, as I've been telling y'all, I've been studying on idolatry in the Bible this year, and as a non-Christian, and it's really helped me open my eyes to see that Jesus himself is an idol. So it would make sense why you don't want me to be prideful, right? Because if I take pride in something, if I take pride in myself, I'm not talking about haughtiness. I'm not talking about leaders who don't want help or who don't want input. I'm talking about that humble type of confidence and arrogance that comes from, I know that I'm right because I'm living off a principle. This is my principle. These are my convictions. These are the leaders you need to find. These are the leaders you need to identify. And these are the leaders you need to throw your support behind, because these aren't power-hungry leaders. These leaders aren't going to go out and go looking for leadership. These leaders are too busy in the field trying to get the job done. We as American people, we need to tap those people, right? Like, I don't know if Jasmine Crockett is perfect, but right now, in the Democrats, there might be a few others, but right now, she's the only one I really know that's really moving like that, right? There may be others. We need to help each other identify those. But we need people who are going to move off of pride, move off of principle, and not who are just looking to consolidate power, okay? So in this next phase, I keep telling y'all, we are in a revolution. We are living through a revolutionary period. You guys need to understand, I'm going to end with this. Human life does not begin and end with you. I know human life too, from your perspective, began with you. But generations of people are going to come after us. And whether you guys like it or not, in 2317, they are going to teach children that the richest man in the world, right, gave Donald Trump a $250 million to buy the presidency. That's how they're going to report on this 200 years from now. They're not going to remember individual shit about Kamala and she didn't support, or she, didn't want to support Palestine or this or that. They're not going to remember none of that shit, bro. What they're going to teach kids in school, little French kids, little Brazilian kids, even little American kids, they're going to teach them that the richest man in the world paid $250 million to buy the presidency. What we need to decide is what comes after that. We as Americans, we got to decide, okay, what is going to come after that? That's already happened. What comes after that? Is it going to be a period and that just when America changed forever? Or is it going to be a comma and it's going to be, but the American citizens came together and they stood up for their country? That's what needs to happen. And all we got to do is find the local and national leaders who are in this thing for pride. Right? You got to find them and you got to lift them up. You're going to have to tell these guys, hey, go do it, because they're not going to want to do it, because that's not the kind of people they are. They're not like that. You're going to have to go tell those people, hey, we need you to do it. You need to step up. We're going to support you. We're going to give you our money. We're going to give you our attention. We're going to rally behind you, right? You're going to have to go find those people. Those are going to be the people equipped to lead us in this revolution. But we got to find those people, okay? Because again, this is some historical shit we're on right now. All right. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.